Hello, good morning, and happy Wednesday. How are you? I'm sorry about not being able to stream yesterday, but it's not often that I find myself waking up and just not being able to get back to sleep at like 2 a.m. So it is nice to be back. Asitsu, hello. How are you doing today? Today my plan is to work on our CI/CD times. It's not terribly bad when it's just a push of a branch up, but it gets worse and worse the closer to deployment we get. So basically creating and pushing a branch that runs linting stuff, pull request runs then linting and then also end-to-end tests, and then finally a push to the main branch runs deploy. And that the build times for Rust inside of an actions container is really rough. We can actually take a look at what some of them look like here. All right, so let's open up. Let's convert you to an issue for Works builds and go take a look at it. You're trying to finish off some project. Awesome. Projects are fun. So this took 31 minutes. That is just too long. So this was a push to main. So this is the full one that does everything. Well, first ad, hello. Sometimes you think you're pretty knowledgeable about coding, and then you have a talk with your mentor and realize you know nothing about computers. Oh, it's those feelings are great because they usually come with good learning and lessons. Now, the jumps are pretty bad here. So, for example, this is a push to a branch. That's 1 minute 33 seconds. That's not too bad. But then I do a pull request, and that's 20 minutes. And then I merge that pull request, and it's now 33 minutes. So all together, this is 3/4 of an hour, more than that. This is close. Yeah, this is really close to an hour, even if it's like a one-line fix to get something into production, which is unacceptable. So today, I want to experiment with caches. All right, so Bulfrazad, what specifically about computers did you learn about from your mentor that you didn't know about before? A lot of the stuff he does just to impress you is memory shenanigans. Oh, memory stuff. Oh yeah, those are fun. And memory stuff and disk drive stuff. Okay, so he's very knowledgeable, sadly unemployed because no degree. I've worked with plenty of people without degrees, so hopefully should be able to get a job. Although that might be just like this area around here. Okay, so on push, let's see. So we have jobs. So here's the lint. This is the one that takes like a minute or so. And there's really not much it's doing. It's just doing a cargo format check and a cargo check. Fine. That's decent, good enough. Building the web app, this is where it gets pretty bad. So and I think I added this one in recently. I think I took this from end-to-end test. Right, because we're beginning to set up the cache. So what I want to do, set up another branch for this. So we can test it with pull requests and merges. Okay, so let's do setting up. Guess I probably don't need setting up. It's Github Actions cache. Okay, so I create this cache, and I'm gonna cache the dist folder. And I'm hashing the index.html because that will change. That will change based on if it's a new thing. Now, I don't know if I need the runner OS. But okay, so you're gonna cache web dist. That's great. What? Let's see. End-to-end test. I then wouldn't need to build you. Well, actually, is that true? I would only need to build you if this wasn't changed. Okay. So I think there's like an if statement in here. And okay, so this is actions cache. Here it is. Okay, so if steps.cache primes output cache hit equals true. So that would be this one, right? So steps dot cache primes that outputs that cache hit. Well, so that's interesting. You put this as a step beforehand? I guess you're setting up to use prime numbers, and then this is generate the prime numbers. You must use the cache option in your workflow before you need to use the files that might be restored from the cache. If the provided key doesn't match an existing cache, a new cache is automatically created if the job completes successfully. So I guess by the end, okay, so I guess this I wouldn't have like a build here then. I would still do the cache inside of here. So before build web app, oh, and also I want to do that only, okay, I don't need to install trunk. I don't need to install this. I don't need to update Rust. Okay, so this is going to be cache web app. Okay, so our ID is going to be cache web app uses actions cache at v3 with, okay, so path is going to be platform web dist, I believe. So go into platform web and then dist is right there. And that's what I care about. And then a key is, okay, so runner OS. Runner OS primes. I wonder what that runner OS is. Okay, so I'm going to put this as like dist. These things only need to happen if well, I guess that's then the thing is I need to build it here. And I need to build it again here. So I need it in deploy and end-to-end test. So really it would be really nice if I could do this as a separate job. Let me see if I can do that. And then instead of asking the same job, I'll ask this different job if it's done it. Okay, so this is going to be build and cache. Also, if I just do it once here, that also works too. So this is build web app. I wonder if I can build it once also, and then that would share out the directory. Okay, so if it's pull request or if it's main, doesn't need, I guess like at most it needs lint. So check out, let's ignore the cache for right this second. Update Rust, add all this stuff, it's all trunk. Build the web app. Okay, don't need to install Cypress as part of this. Okay. Now this goes into a dist file. Can I now share this folder as with you? Like I want the outputs of this to now be available down here. So really that's not caching, that is let's see, GitHub Actions share folder between jobs. or share it between jobs. Okay, so I want artifacts in this case. To upload a file or directory, you just use it like this. So we're going to use actions upload artifact. Okay, so we want to upload an entire directory. So this one. And this is going to be at the end of build web app. Okay, so use this upload artifact v3 with, okay, so name my artifact. Okay, so I want this to be webapp dist path to artifact. So this is going to be oh, and I tell it an ending slash on here. Okay, if that works, that's pretty nice. Then we're going to come back down here and I want to download this artifact. I still need the checkout, but I don't need to cache the web app. I don't need Rust at all. I don't need to build the web app. I still need to install Cypress. Okay, but I need to change how it would work there. So I need to download this file now too. So that's going to be the next one. Basic download to the current working directory. Download to a specific directory. Huh, I'm curious of whether or not it's going to download it to that, like add in a directory. So if I tell it to go into dist, is it going to do like dist? I guess we'll find out. So download all artifacts to a specific directory. Okay, so we have download artifact with interesting. Okay, so I want platform web dist Sure. Let's display structure of downloaded files, ls. Sure. We'll do platform web dist. Then we install Cypress. CD into platform web. So I'm going to need CD into platform web /dist. Don't need to create a .env file. Those should be in the binary at the time of running. I should be able to do trunk serve release. Okay, so I don't want to do trunk serve release. I want to start a just like start a very simple web server, which I should be able to do with like Python or PHP really easily. PHP local. So PHP-s localhost 8000, that would be fine, I think. Although that's not going to redirect everything to index, so that those tests might fail. Okay, never mind. Probably not that one. How about Python? Apparently I can just do this. And then also run it on a very specific port. I want for a single page apps. So I want to redirect everything to index the HTML. Doesn't really have anything in there. I could go light server. It's not the fastest. Let's see. Spa? Danaka, hello. I mean, I could use the Rust version too, but I have to install that, and that I just don't want to take that time. Okay, so how about I can do I want some kind of like really lightweight serve up items in a folder, but also redirect to like index.html. So that's what I want is some like lightweight web server that I could run. Caddy. Caddy HTTP server. Do I have to install this though? So I can do caddy file server. Yeah, so the key here is going to be, it's going to be running in Github Actions. So if it needs to install every time, that might take a lot. I guess like that's also what I could check. GitHub Actions run web server. Oh, there's a HTTP server action. HTTP server here. In Github Actions, you just download and extract the pre-compiled binaries. Oh, for something like Caddy. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that could work. Let's see. I want a server or really HTTP. So that was the one we were looking at. Not very much in here. Okay, how about Caddy? Nobody made one for Caddy. Okay, fine. Oh, is there a Docker container for that? I could just run Docker for it. That could work too. Okay, let's look at Docker. Okay, so we could probably do something like this because then it just works. And Docker is available for us inside of GitHub Actions. I know it's an official image, which is nice. Like, okay, GitHub Actions Caddy. Are they already in here? Oh, look at this. Okay, so there's a Caddy GitHub Actions right here. What do you want to use it for in GitHub Actions? So yeah, here's what I've got. In this previous step, I build our web app right here. So I basically build the web app once, and then I upload the dist file, the dist folder. So now I need to download the dist folder here. But because like it's not trunk that's going to run it anymore, I just want to go into the dist folder and then serve up those files. So that way I could then have our Cypress tests hit those and run with it. But I do need a web server that's not trunk anymore. Oh wait, no, these are literally their GitHub Actions. Maybe the Caddy Docker image is the easiest. Yeah, probably. Okay, so these are literally. Do you have actions? Okay, Docker. Basic usage, the default config file. Okay, so we have a config file. Docker run from caddy. So yeah, that's definitely possible. I don't know if they need to know about the specific image to do that. Oh, we could use like Alpine or something to make it really small and really fast. Okay, we'll do the normal one first. Okay, so basic usage. Let's double check and sort of like run this manually first on our own system, just to sort of see how it's going to work. So I save you. Here's the idea. We're going to cd into platform web. We then run the build. This is going to be trunk build release mode. Using trunk's pre-compiled binaries will be way faster than cargo install trunk. Yeah, that's true. I can do those as well. Because then, yeah, then I might be able to get away with not installing everything else too. One thing at a time. I'm gonna take a chunk of time off by just doing it once. And then we can make that even faster potentially by not even installing trunk through cargo. Okay, so that's done. Then I want to probably cd into dist. Oh no, I probably don't need to cd into dist. I need to run this. So docker run I guess this is going to be daemon mode. You can set port up. Let's do port 80. Do port 80 inside. Volumes. They want the volume to index.html. No, they want. Okay, so I'll give the entire directory. Okay, so dash volume. So we'll do pwd and then go to dist. That will go inside of user share caddy. Stacking, hello. Okay, so then you have this caddy data to data. Caddy requires access to two locations, a data directory and a configuration directory. While it's not necessary to persist the file stored in the configuration directory, it can be convenient. However, it's very important to persist the data directory. Well, this is going away. I'm gonna say fast user rapping in quotes. I know it's old habits. Yeah, I think I can skip the data because like every time I run this, it's already in an ephemeral save. So that's going away. Okay, so I don't need to do that, and then we just run caddy. Okay, so caddy. See if this works. Okay, and then I want to load up localhost 8080. Okay, this is looking good. I made some changes. I'm a bad bash user. I'm not even using bash. That is true. I'm using ZSH. Yeah, so I've made some changes to everything here. It's now, I've made a dark background instead of a sort of brighter background. Oh, do they no longer even ship with bash? I thought they had bash, but they removed it from default. But maybe they don't even ship with it anymore. But okay, if I want to go to, yeah, so if I go to here, it doesn't hit this and return me the other things. That's gonna be a problem. So to see how this is gonna work, actually in this case, oh wait, no, that was all of auth. I just want to, how do I go to all my tests again? Specs, run them all. So you're fine. I don't know how to like tell it to run everything. So far, those are all working good. There we go. We got this. Okay, so it went to not a real path, and I expect to get index to HTML back again. So I need to tell. So far, this is not working. I need to tell you to redirect everything to the index. Y'all fish, you don't you never really like the bash syntax, and fish script syntax feels more natural to you. Yeah, okay, so I need to write a config file for that. To override the default caddy file, you can mount a new one at etc caddy file. Okay, that's great. I need a caddy file now. How do I create a caddy file? The caddy file is an easy way to configure a caddy web server. Unless the file starts with the global options block, the first uncommented line is always the address of your site. To use your own domain name. Okay. So root. Set this path to your site's directory. Okay. Enable the static file server. That's fine. But I want to do if you can't find it, so now you need to go here. Yeah, I'm wondering if they have something for that in here somewhere. Common patterns? I would expect that. Single page apps. Ooh, okay, so we want a try files to index.html. I can even have it encode gzip. Oh, interesting. Okay, so this should work with that. All right, I need to create a new file in here. So platform web, we're going to create a caddy file for this. What are you called? Caddy file, all capitals. So I'll put you in here, port 80, that's gonna be fine. Then, nope. Grab you and just put you in here. Okay, so for port 80, so root is that, file server. Okay, so if I do that, save you. Let's go back to running this again. Oh, I need to stop it now. Ooh, oh, there's only one thing running. That's nice. Okay, Docker run. With caddy, I need another volume. So I'm in integration test now. That's not right. There's my caddy file. You're going to Etsy caddy file. Okay, run you. Let's give you a better name. Okay, so if I hit refresh now, you're working, and if I go to that, you're working also. So back to, oh, I've killed Cypress. But that seems to be working. Okay. And we don't think we need all these shenanigans around here. So I think you'll need the try files and a file server directly. So let's try it. So if I do file server and that. No, that did not work. That is not happy. So I need something more than what it's given us. So oh, it needs this root. It needs root. Wonder if I can just stop it and restart it. Yeah, that works. Okay. You really think I can remove that from this? I don't know. Yeah, it might auto detect. I didn't check that. It won't really matter here. But okay, so this will work. This will work. So there's Docker GitHub Actions helpers. So GitHub Actions, Docker container. As long as it works. Yep. That's like for a lot of things, that's just basically how it works. It's like it works. Could it be better? Yeah. Create a Docker container action. Using Docker containers and jobs, but this is from GitHub Docs. Okay, give me the example. So runs, okay, so using oh, this is like an actual, this is a metadata file. Do I need to create that? Steps. Okay, so uses actions. There's Postgres and Redis, but that's service containers. Can I bring my own? No. Yes. Oh, container job. So you do jobs, container job. Containers must run in Linux-based operating systems. Okay, so runs on Ubuntu latest. Container. Wait, that's different. The whole job will be running that container. That's not what I want. Yeah, okay, so never mind. I want to run containers in a job. So there's this one. This is interesting. I could just do Docker run. Yeah, I could just do Docker run. That would actually just be fine. I was like thinking whether or not there was going to be something a little bit easier to use, but yeah. Okay, so I download the artifacts to dist. We're assuming that it's in /dist, not dist. Okay, so I'm going to display that. Install Cypress. This is all fine. So I don't need to cd into platform dist. I don't need to do this trunk serve. I don't need to do this cd like that. What I could do, and I can actually do this right here. We'll say, no, I want it to be a different shell. So each one of these is going to be a different shell. I don't know if they close for the next one. So I'll do it here. So it's actually running while I do this. So, okay. Here's our Docker run. Okay, so Docker run, give it the name caddy, make it run as a daemon. Go to port 8080, which is what we're looking for here. Print the current working directory /dist. That's fine. Oh, no, it's not fine, right? I'm in integration tests. Wait, no, I'm not. Where am I? I'm in just Brooks builds. So I need to go to platform web. So pwd platform web dist. Put that into here. Caddy file is going to be in platform web. Caddy file. Then run caddy. Cd into integration test, and then run npx cypress run. Okay, so let's see if that works there, and that should take a chunk of time off of the end-to-end test ones, and then deploy is like another thing altogether. So this should take some, well, this probably isn't going to take very much time off of here, because it's still going to run the build at least like once, and that means it has to like do all the installs and everything else. We could, okay, so let's try, grab all of you. Okay, so we are building code once. It's like building code once, then using again in other steps. Oh, and so this is just the push. So it's not really going to be anything special. It's just going to run all these pretty fast. It's the pull request we need to work on first. So let's make sure these pass. And I can just do GitHub create. So our title for this one is going to be build web app once. Use everywhere. All right, so here's our pull request. It does the lint again because, you know, the GitHub CLI. Yeah, I really like the GitHub CLI. I've been using it more and more recently, and it's really nice. I like it. I also like it for watching and just like having this up on monitor for the GitHub Actions. It's better than just having to manually go back and watch all of these and where they're from. Like what is the status? Like go look at the little graph, which is pretty. It shows like, you know, the entire map of what's gonna happen. But this is all I really need. Okay, so things to make this a little bit faster. I'm not I would need to check again what cargo format needs. Is it doing a full compile? And if it is, I could potentially cache target. Probably not caching my, well, would it be target? It would be something else. Okay, there we go. Okay, it doesn't need to compile anything to work. It does take a little bit of time to run though, which I thought is interesting. But all right, so here's our build. Build the web app comes next. And this is the one that takes a while. So we add, okay, so we update Rust. We add the Rust up target. So I'm using Rust up update as opposed to the Rust GitHub Actions because the Rust GitHub Actions seems to be not supported right now. That might change in the short-term future, but it's easy enough just to Rust up update here instead of rely upon an actions that is questionable right now. Also might be faster to use a caching step so the next run is way faster if no dependencies changed. Oh, okay, a new one has been made. Yeah, the only one I saw was like an older one, and it hadn't. People were complaining that it hadn't been updated in forever, and so that might be nice too. Okay, so Rust toolchain, nice. So this is the one that takes forever to do. I might be able to I'd also potentially cache trunk, but if I could just download the binaries, as you sort of mentioned, Danaka, that would be a lot faster. Yeah, the Actions RS is the ones that I was referencing it. I'm like, I don't know if I want to use this anymore. I used it like once, and then yeah. Okay. This is our next, this is a major slowdown right here. Also, cargo format check. So out of curiosity, if I'm down here and I'm in platform web, if I remove target, and I do a cargo format check. Yeah, okay. So that's super fun. Why did that take so long before? Is it cargo check that takes a long time? Oh, it's cargo check that takes a long time. Are you compiling my code or are you compiling? Yeah, you're compiling my code. You don't need to compile cargo check. Okay, so if you're compiling my code, you just got back from a long call. All your old projects use Actions RS, contributed to one of them a while back, but saw they're not really maintained. Yeah, and that's the reason why I haven't been using them. But apparently, Danaka has some actions that are maintained and are much better to use. So I'm looking forward to that. Has Rust made changes to linking lately that link seemed really fast? It would suck to compile 100 plus dependencies, then take like 40 seconds to do the linking setup. I don't know. Possibly. I know there's been some speed things that have happened recently, but I haven't been paying too much attention to them. Extractions setup crate is a nice action. Okay, so GitHub Actions extraction setup crate. Is it one of these? Like, so if I go to this jest one and I go to extractions, there's setup crate. This GitHub action will install a release of a Rust crate for you. Very nice. So I can say, give me, MD book. Oh, and I can just get some random persons too. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Okay. You're now on building. Okay, so you finally finished installing trunk. So we can install trunk much faster now with this. So I want you essentially. Now, if I have to compile my code before I even lint. Oh, but it's doing like a build, which is slightly different. Hmm. Okay, so let's do this one first. So build web app, cargo install trunk. Okay, so I'm gonna do you here. Okay, so owner, I need to go find who owns trunk. It is trunk CLI or trunk? I think it's trunk. Oh, if I run lint in parallel, it'll cancel all the other jobs if fails. Nice to know. For some reason, I thought it wouldn't do that, but okay. So just trunk. So this is one I want. It's owned by. How do I find the owner? Like, I don't know if that's right. Like, okay, so just trunk like this. The extraction job takes the GitHub owner. So like that? Oh, so for trunk, it's the dot. Okay, I see. So this one right there. So owner would be that. Okay, so extractions trunk. Now I don't need to install trunk anymore. Build the web app. And so you build once for release mode. And then upload that. So that should be significantly faster here. So you're done. And you failed in test. Github run view. What happened here? Okay, so it downloaded all this. Error response from daemon failed to create shim. Not a directory. I'm trying to mount a directory onto a file or vice versa. Huh, interesting. Okay. So I try to run this Docker run. So it's the caddy file. Oh, P2B slash. Okay, so first of all, let's remove. Okay, so we don't need lint here. And I don't. End test just needs to build web app. Okay. That is curious why it worked on my machine. Oh wait, did it work on my machine because I didn't copy it over? I put the slash in here. I rewrote it. I must have deleted it by accident. when I copied it in. Okay, so build web app, end-to-end test, Docker run / I missed it there and I missed it here. It's a rare copy paste error by not copy pasting. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so if I run you, okay, let's try this again. This is the fixed caddy file problem or path, and installing trunk binaries. Okay, so we're gonna get 2 Github actions going here. Whenever this happens, it's almost always a problem with the workflow. So now I need to go. Are you just not finding it? Are you not running? Did I not push? It'd be helpful to push, wouldn't it? Okay, so here's let's see. I really wish that in this list it showed me which one it was. So they're exactly the same name, but one is the push and one is the pull request. Let's try this one. This is pull request. Okay, awesome. So build web app. Yeah, it's already on to build the web app, which is significantly faster than like that run extractions has already happened, which is good. Oh man, creating PRs and merging them in with the CLI is, it's beautiful. I love it. Okay, unfortunately I've run out of time and I have a meeting that I'm running in less than 15 minutes. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is end here, and I don't know if I'm gonna continue sort of like tinkering around this this afternoon, but I'll take a look at the timings and like see what, like how much we've saved, and like whether or not, you know, maybe do something. If I don't have time to do it, then it'll be tomorrow morning. Musean is streaming web development. Let's raid Musean. Musean is extremely knowledgeable in the Rust stuff. And is in a lot of different streams and helps out in a lot of different places. Also, a lot of Discords. Basically, knows a lot. Now, Musean does not use a microphone, but is usually is available on chat. So if you want to sort of like ask things. So with that, have a great rest of your days, and I will see you all next time. Bye.